Field stabilized. Intaro Atun.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Deja Vu, it's going to be Scan versus Rain. Top right, it's Scan. We love this dude. And at the bottom right, it's Rain, one of the best Protoss players and StarCraft players in the last 5 or 10 years. He is an incredible ASL player. He got an ASL win. He got a lot of second places as well, so he is very dangerous. And I think he's favored here in this PvT, but RJB doesn't send me raffle stomps from a player who is a lot better than the other player. So we will see how Scan can do here on Deja Vu for you today on a Wednesday. It is like the last week of 2025, man. I think this is going to post on New Year's Eve 2025, which is one heck of a day to be casting a game of StarCraft, right? Or posting a game of StarCraft here. 2026, what will it hold? I don't know, man. It kind of feels like things are, I don't know. I'm not sure how things are going to be in 2026. But hey, you know what? I will say thanks to everybody who helped me become a full-time streamer in 2025. After I lost my job in 24, could not find a new one, really made a go of it being a full-time streamer in 2025, and it has worked. Thanks to Ultra, thanks to Samacron, thanks to Hashim, thanks to all the dudes who've been major supports to me. Everybody who's a channel member, a patron, anybody who super chat supports me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Brood War. With the PayPal donation there, falconpaladin@gmail.com, Venmo at falconpaladin as well, and anybody that just watches and likes the streams and these vodcasts as well. All you are the best. And if I understand, if you're on a mobile device, there's a hype option now, which I feel like it's just kind of the same thing as liking a video. But you can hype. I don't think you can do it from desktop. But if you look down, one of the options might be hype. Weird stuff. So check it out. Anyway, thanks. Probe's counting the right way. Here from Rain. Like, he needs the advantage. Terran players are like, come on. Like, Rain doesn't need the advantage of it being a short rush distance and knowing where Scan is and sending a probe out and knowing in 2 minutes what's going on and harassing and being annoying. Both players are being very safe, right? We get the gas. We get the factory. We get the cyber core. Nobody's going for anything crazy here. And there's the factory timing. Probe going to harass a little bit. Marine shows up, says, hey, not allowed. Not allowed, man. Cyber core, yes. Dragoon production, yes. And yeah, I think PvT has like the most really standard openings of StarCraft. They both do the exact same thing. I mean, sometimes we get a Nexus first. Sometimes we get a command center first. Sometimes we see the Terran going for a Rax, then expanding, then getting a bunker. So I guess it's not fair to say that it's the most, you know, it's all the same thing every time. Because it's not. But I feel like it's the most standard. PvT, it's just, you kind of have to take your opponent seriously in PvT. It's not like you have a lot of options, right? If a Dragoon shows up and all you have are like a couple Marines, you kind of just die. And if a Vulture shows up and all you have are a couple Zealots, you also die. Aw, Steve the SCV trying to go for the wraparound. Again, merch at falconpaladin.store if you're a Steve the SCV fan. He died in memoriam. You could buy some Stevie the SCV merch. We ship anywhere on Earth, man. Except for like Syria and North Korea. I think we ship anywhere else. Machine Shop coming in. There's the expansion. Is getting a bunker. Again, you want to be a little bit careful. I see more and more Terran players getting that bunker even if their factory is done. But I guess he didn't get a tank out. So guess what's going to defend against the Dragoon? Not going to be this Vulture. I can tell you that much. Range on the way from the Dragoons. They're ready to fire on this bunker when they outrange it in just a couple seconds here. But a siege tank's coming in. And I think these goons know. I think they're aware of what's going on here. Vulture pokes in, sees the expansion, says, okay, it's not like a weird 2-gate, 3-gate style attack here from Rain. Thank goodness for that. Like, that's not something you want to see from Rain. If, you know, if you're anybody, but especially if you're Scan, you're like, please, no. He already scouted me. He already has a short rush distance. Please don't make, like, just 3 gateways and just come kill me. That would be bad. So not doing it. Vulture popping on down. Not getting Spider Mines and not getting speed either. Like, really no upgrades here from Scan? Couple of probes dead. Okay, one probe dies. These probes are transferring anyway. It's a little bit of lost mining time, but not the end of the world whatsoever. But seriously, Machine Shop, I need you to build, like, Spider-Man Siege. It's got to be Siege mode. At this point, it has got to be Siege mode. He could have snuck in Spider Mines and then gotten into Siege mode here, but he is really just not doing anything with that Machine Shop. Just unsieged tanks, a bunker with 4 Marines in it, and he's calling it a day. Scan, why are you skipping upgrades? Did you forget? I mean, you're playing against Rain, I get it. Such... Yeah, this is where he's like, wait. I'm not taking siege tank shots. I'm not taking, okay, like siege, big siege tank shots, right? Siege mode shots. I'm just taking regular, yeah, this is, it's like, wait a second. What? How do you not have siege mode yet? Bam, tank down. And I don't think he's going to get another one here. Oh, maybe he is, actually. Okay, cool. 2 tanks down, 1 tank remains. This is how you keep the tank count low, folks. He's still not getting it upgrades. Scan, are you okay? Are you having a stroke? Please call for medical assistance if you are having a stroke right now. Support bay coming in. I keep looking at the production tab, hoping to see siege mode, or spider mines, or vulture speed, or something. He's got the money for an upgrade. He does, right now. But he's trying to do this thing. I don't understand what this build is. It's Reaver stuff, by the way. Guess it's really hard to deal with Reaver stuff if you don't have siege mode. This has to be some kind of a weird experiment that Scan is going for right now, because what is happening? He's getting more factories. He's spending on gas on more facts and unsieged tanks. Is he going to try to walk across the map with like 4 unupgraded Marines and 6 unsieged tanks and win? I love this this vulture wall, because guess what? There aren't any vultures on the map. There are no vultures at all. He's making 3 more factories. Oh, now he's getting vulture speed. Oh, sure. That would have been my last guess. What is the first upgrade that Scan is getting on the Machine Shop? I would not have said vulture speed. I would have said spider mines. I would have said siege mode. But no, not happening. Reaver, bam. Reaver shot again. Hard to do this without sieged tanks. Spider mines too. Just doing everything but getting siege mode for these tanks. Down into the natural base we go. Huh, says Rain. That's weird. None of these tanks actually sieged up. Kind of worked out. Some SCVs lost mining time, I guess. One of these tanks is injured because it took a siege or took a shot from a Reaver. Whatever. Dude, unsieged tank, Marine, push. What? How? What is this game? Scan, this is getting like a weird tag. I don't remember the last time I've never seen this. I have never seen this. I've never seen a Terran player who's like, siege mode is overrated. Oh, now we get siege mode. Now that vultures have upgrades, the one vulture he has spider mines and has speed. Dude, this is, okay, so these tanks are, Rain's like, why are you not sieging up? Look how much easier it is to get a shot on tanks when they can't siege up. Look, Rain is not Snow with the Reaver, but Rain is pretty good with the Reaver. Is he like trying to make Rain think that he's never getting siege mode, and then Rain will overextend, and then the tanks will go, sieging up, boys, and then everything will die? Because, oh man, 2 tanks down. I was like, it's sort of working for, you know? Okay, well, 3 tanks survived. Couple vultures survived. Citadel's on the way. 3 more gates coming in. Shuttle speed. Hey, these walls actually make a lot of sense now. They didn't at the time, but they do now. You didn't even invest in a cannon to try to keep us out, say the vultures? Ugh. We can bust down your front with vulture attacks eventually, no problem. Reaver shot forever. 91 to 80 supply. Rain is up, which is where he wants to be. I cannot believe he held that. I cannot believe he held that attack with unsieged tanks. And guess what sieged now? The tanks are. They are ready to go. He's repairing the tanks that have taken shots from the scarabs but not actually died. These vultures don't have an attack upgrade. Good luck killing this pylon in any amount of time. And then they did actually get some damage on there in any amount of time. Again, if you leave them alone long enough, vultures will kill stuff. Third base coming in. Sure. From Scan. I don't know if this, like, bought him time or it allowed him to do something else. Just delaying the siege mode as long as he did. I don't feel like he was able to do anything that he couldn't have done anyway. Yeah, 0-0 tanks. Vultures coming out. Scan. Can we get the upset win here, dude? Zealot legs are on the way. They're not done yet. This push. Yep. Every time you force the tanks to siege up when they're coming to your base to kill you, you have won. You have won a lot. He's pulling the tanks back. I don't know what Scan is doing in this game. I really don't. He's got 400 APM. He's doing fantastic that way. He's got a third base, sort of. Rain recognizing. Okay, I don't really feel safe until Zealot legs are done. But if he can cut off the retreat... Oh, he kind of cuts off the retreat on these Dragoons a little bit. With the Spider Mines, with the Vultures. Great engagement there. Oh my gosh, he just killed like 7 or 8 Dragoons. No problem at all. Zealots on top of the tanks. Their speed is not done yet. They still got a tank killed anyway, but suddenly it's, you know, pretty scary push here. From Scan, Reaver shots, yes. Oh my gosh, Reaver dead. Zealots can't do this, even with the speed upgrade, which is now finished. Against this many Vultures, no. Reaver, oh, 3, 4 Vultures go down to that one Reaver hit. Insanity. That is just incredible stuff from Rain. And then he's like, I think we can kill this whole base with tanks. Scan, are you serious right now, my brother? Are you serious? Reaver behind the wall, not against this many tanks. I am sorry. Zealot bombing, constantly sieging and unsieging tanks to try to deal with this zealot bombing stuff. Coming on the backside. Dragoons, no zealots. Reavers down. Dragoons taking siege shots too. They can't stop this tank push. There's nothing in these shuttles anymore. Supply blocking, not really, no. A lot of these pylons were just for blocking purposes, not for supply, so no, he's not supply blocked. But dude, this third base is going to die. Getting a new base on the right side. He recognizes the third base is going to die. He's getting a new one. The third base is done from Scan. Holy haralabob. This game's insane. Okay. All right. Third Nexus down. And it is a supply block on Rain all of a sudden. Third base coming in, but he's a 2-basing Protoss right now. He's got 62 probes, but on 2 bases, and the main base is mining out very quickly and will mine out quickly, especially with the oversaturation of probes there. 59 SCVs is great. Coming up here, counterattacking, but guess who's got Spider Mines and Vultures ready to slow this thing down, get the tanks into position. It's 5 Dragoons, man. It's not even that scary. They've got +1 attack, but guess what? The mech already has a +1 attack. This is insane. If these tanks can wander over here and set up, I think Rain might just die. Again, this is not something... RJB does not send me replays where it's like, and then Rain crushed Scan in 10 minutes and it was kind of embarrassing. No, that's not how this works. Yeah, Vulture's swinging in to try to save the tanks. Spider-Mine, great micro there. Oh my gosh, great micro there. Ugh. Falling back. 119 and 91 supply. Rain gets that third base. That's a huge deal. That is a huge deal for him. But the Vultures, right on top of the transferring probes. No probe massacre of epic proportions here. Suddenly 52 workers. It was 60 plus just a second ago. These guys are trying to snipe as many of the probes as they can before the cannons of the Dragoons wipe them out. There aren't that many of them, though. Is there a Zealot here somewhere that I am missing? It's just these guys. Rain, 125 to 89 supply. Worker count down. Natural base running again. 4 scan. Carol boost on the way to try to deal with the drops that have been pretty consistent here. Tanks, +1 attack. They're getting a armor upgrade here, too. Where are the vultures, though? Scan. Yeah, forcing an unsiege is massive. It's a big Protoss army. More Zealots coming in here to try to deal with this. Size Storm is done too. Oh, and Rain does manage to get it. GG. GG as Rain gets the win against Scan. Yeah, he's like, weird game, dude. Really, really weird game. Just a absolutely very, very strange game. Wow. What a very, very, very weird PvT that was. Thanks for sending it in, RJB. And yeah, third base down, third base up on the right side. And just no vultures. No vultures here. If there were vultures here, the tanks could have kept being in siege mode. But yeah, I think Rain's macro here was just a little too much for Scan. But again, killing the third base for Rain is an accomplishment in and of itself. And no more upgrades. No more upgrades here from the Protoss player. Just making High Templar, making Zealots, making Shuttles, making Vultures. They're not quite done yet, though. Again, close hold accounts and horseshoes and hand grenades. An excellent push there. I cannot believe that Scan held that Dragoon push with unsieged siege tanks and a couple Vultures, man. Just an incredibly weird opening here. Was that on purpose? Was it an accident? He's using the tanks enough that I don't think there's any way that was accidental, right? No way. No way it's accidental. Anyway, I don't know. I just don't know what Scan was trying to do there. If you know in the comments what he was trying to do, if you've seen this build before, if you've seen a Terran player just simply not get siege mode for his tanks for a long time, then let me know. Because he was making tanks, he was using them extensively, and I think a couple sieged up tanks there would have helped him a lot in the early game. The death of the third base was huge, but then the counter-attack into this area, Vultures not quite enough to deal with the Zealots, and then the tanks just weren't enough either, and bam, Rain gets it. So, GG! That is a win. End of the day, 87,000 points here for Rain, 78 for Scan. 44,000 to 50,000 here on the second score as well. Did outproduce the Protoss player, but got outkilled by the Protoss player. Never a good sign. And outspending the Terran player is Rain by about 5,000 plus 5,500 resources in 15 minutes. Will get the job done. So again, very unorthodox PvT. Tons of fun though. And that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.